Hi, my name is Laura Batante. This is My Two Bits, and today I have this cute little paper penguin for you to make. He's made from a toilet paper roll, so he's super economical and really easy to make and lots of fun, and would be just a cute little winter craft to make. So before I jump in and go over materials with you, I'd just like to take a second and ask you to please give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. That will really help me out. So thank you for that. So for this little guy, we are going to use some yellow cardstock. You don't need a big chunk like this. You could do a lot of penguins with one sheet of this. And you're going to want the template. The template is available right there in the video notes. You will also need some black paint, some white paint, a paintbrush, googly eyes, some paper clips, that's to hold the top while it's drying, some glue. I am using Aleene's tacky glue. I love this stuff. It works great. I highly recommend it for crafting projects. And of course, a toilet paper roll, scissors, and then I am using some foam dots to adhere the feet. You don't have to do that. You can attach the feet just with some glue, and that will work perfectly well. And I put a little piece under his beak too, just to give it a little bit of dimension. But 100% you can just glue it right on. Also, you'll notice I chopped up a little piece of black cardstock and gave him a little bit of a dew on the top there. You can do whatever you like. If you want to make like a rock hopper penguin and stick some yellow crinkly paper out the side, go for it. You make this penguin your own. So whenever I need two of anything, I always double up my paper and cut it. But if you sort of like the idea of having the 2 feet look quite a bit different, then go ahead and cut them out individually. Up to you on that one. And of course, once again, you could make the feet bigger or smaller or a completely different design. You don't have to stick with what I'm doing. And so there we go. We have 2 feet and we need a beak. And then we will start cutting out the body. All right, so then the next step is to take our toilet paper roll and we're just going to squeeze it. And I just kind of like it to go wherever it wants to go naturally, and then press down, because sometimes these seams affect where it will bend. And you can make your penguin tall or short. If you want to make it about the same size as mine, then just sort of use the template as your guideline. You can put this on top and sort of cut around. I am going to cut a little off the top, just so it's easier for me to put my glue in. And then once I get the glue in, I will do the rest of my cutting. So this is one of those projects where you really need to glue it and then take a little break, do the rest after the glue has dried. So you might need to sort of shove this down in here a little bit, like so. You don't want to go crazy with the glue, especially if you're not using this thick glue like I have, because just a regular white glue is kind of runny and you don't want it oozing out everywhere. Just before we head out and let this dry for a little bit, I just want to mention that if you did want to add in a little detail like the hair, you're going to do it in a different order than what we just did it. This is the easiest way to do it. Glue it, then cut it. But if you want to add in a little bit of hair or something like that, then what you're going to do is bend it and make it flat. Do your cutting, then add your details with the glue, and then put the paper clips on to let it dry. All right, so once that has dried, you just lay the template on top and trim off the top. And if you didn't get your glue down far enough and it splits open, that's no biggie. Just put a little more glue on. So now we are ready to do our painting. So if you are not super confident about putting the tummy on, you could go ahead and use a pencil and just sort of sketch out how you think you would like it to look. You can, of course, use the template to trace it if you want. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's going to look good no matter what. And there you go. So just, and you can put on more than one coat if that's what you'd like to do. Totally up to you. And then I recommend just giving it a minute to let the white dry before you start putting on the black, just so you don't have the black dragging through the white, making a little mess. So once we have our painting all done and it's dry, then we can go ahead and put on our other elements. And in this case, it's the feet. And like I said, you can 100% go ahead and glue those on. I am going to use the foam tape just to give it a little bit of extra dimension. And I'm just going to plant them on either side. It doesn't really matter how you put them. I'm going to make sure, I think what I'm going to do is make sure that one is more upright than the other one. I don't like it when things are too even, so there we go. And then it's really a good idea before you go ahead and place your, before you go ahead and glue your features, to just put your eyes and nose in place and see if you like it. And then once you decide that you love it, that's the time to go ahead and glue it down. So I think in this particular case, I am going to go ahead and glue the beak on. And I'm only going to put glue right here. That's just a smidge more than I need. I don't want it going everywhere. I'm just going to put the glue on the roundish part and let the other bits stick up a bit. There we go. And then a little bit of glue on these guys, and we are good to go. Do not get crazy with the glue because it will go everywhere. You don't want to push it down and have it squish all over the place. Okay. There we go. Looks pretty good, I think. And in this case, I didn't do the little extra hair. You can, of course, if you want, you could put on a little wing, little flipper there, or you could also put a little tail on if you wanted to add some extra features. But otherwise, that's it, all done. I think they look really cute. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then I would appreciate it if you would give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much for joining me today.